It is a sorry state of affairs when the only person making any sense in the show is low-rent Brent Stuart Baggs the brand. But that is the wacky world we find ourselves in. We are well past the halfway mark of the series. We should have weeded out the half-wits by now. And yet, well, see for yourself. It's time for the foreign trip, and the team's task is to sell crisps to Germany. Christopher proves himself an excellent ambassador for the modern bridge-building British Army, breaking out into a nasty case of the Stan Boardmans. I hate the Germans as well. Oh, sorry, Christopher, your phone rang. It was 1972, asking if it could have its values back. Incidentally, can I just take a second to talk about his toothbrushing here? Now, he's doing lateral scrubbing there, and what you should really do is very gentle flicking away from the gum line. Otherwise, you can get permanent gum recession, and it's really no laughing matter. I know you came here for the jokes, but how else were you going to learn? Oh, and flossing's probably more important than brushing. Sorry, we're back to the story. Stuart rules himself out of project managing. I'm going to rule myself out straight away. I'm absolutely knackered after doing it last time. So Stella heads up Synergy, while badly drawls boy Chris takes the helm of Apollo, and no-time project managers Christopher and Laura skulk in the shadows. For shame. First things first though, let's cook up some crisp flavours. Liz says, I really think bratwurst to me sells Germany. Good suggestion, but hang on, it was suggested by a yucky old girl. So the boys hastily chip in with goulash. Goulash? I think you make a really strong distinctive flavour of crisp with goulash. Yeah, which I'm sure many Hungarians would simply adore. But hang on, you're going to Germany! Hello, hello, ding, 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 come in, over. For me, the best had to be Joanna's suggestion on the other team. Now, they were going for flavours based on traditional British dishes. And what Britain doesn't love? A nice curry pie. Read her lips. Curry pie. Yeah, delicious. The advance party is already en route to Hamburg and perfecting their sales patter using such well-rehearsed lines of business jargon as "Thank you for taking me up there, sweetie, and listening. Danke für aufnehmung zu sich de heute." Now, I don't speak German, but I think that Huerte may be heute. In the other car, Stuart shows off that he can count to 20 in German, which will be great for when he tries to sell some Germans anything up to 20 crisps. Jamie and Christopher try a currywurst, the most popular snack dish in Germany apparently, and they think they're onto something. Meantime, white sausage, anyone? I've got one of those. I could not be more vegetarian right now. Joe feeds back to the crisp makers in Blighty, reducing them to rubble by endlessly repeating the mantra, sausage, curry and paprika. It's sausage, curry and paprika flavour. Have I got my point across clearly enough? Yeah, I think you probably have. Stuart's had enough. I'm going to call myself Hair Bags, because that's what I technically am. No, technically, you're turning from David Brent into Tim Canterbury, a welcome change, with your 1,000-yard "this isn't happening" stare through Laura's breakneck Eiffel pitch. And also, just some intel in here quickly, if you wouldn't mind. What? Christopher secures a meeting with the manager of the Marriott for 9 AM, but reschedules to 2 PM. And guess who gets that 9 AM slot? Yeah, the other team. I know! Brilliant! Meanwhile, hotshot Jamie and sniper Christopher have found themselves in the quiet backwaters of Hamburgian commerce, trying to sell some crisps to a little cafe. It's quite funny. Funny, the name from the chips. It's the funny chips. No, not funny. No, in fact, to use Laura's now catchphrase, it's total bollocks. Back in the boardroom, Nick grasses Stuart up. Stuart declared himself knackered. Chris's team gets cocky with some of the early sales figures, but Stella's team wins and goes shopping. Chris slurs the phrases "to be fair" and "to be honest" about 827 times, but poor old Christopher the sniper has turned the barrel on himself today, and you're fired. And that is a shame. That's about it, to be honest with you. I could talk about I'm a Celebrity. I could talk about the day where I have this vision in my head of a warehouse filled with thousands of little monotone grey cubicles with phones. And this huge warehouse is the research headquarters of I'm a Celebrity, and researchers are just on the phone from January onwards, just phoning celebrities and their agents, trying to secure them for the next series. I just imagined that fateful day when one of them phoned up and said, "Hello, is that Dr. Gillian McKeith? Hi, I'm calling from I'm a Celebrity. Just wondered if you'd be interested in doing the show." And at this point, I just imagine a little hush on all the cubicles around this guy, just slowly falling as they sort of hang up their calls and just listen. And have you seen the show at all, Dr. Gillian? Not at all. Okay, and now that hush has extended to maybe a 10-yard radius around him in this massive warehouse. Yeah, well, it's just, I mean, it's you sort of hang out in the jungle. It's sort of like camping, really. And, you know, there's some little competitions where you just have to eat some things. Do you think you might be... You're up for it? Fantastic. Okay, we'll send the contract through. Take care. Bye. Puts the phone down to erupting applause from 2,000 other phone researchers. Oh, man, what a show. Love it. But let's keep going with The Apprentice, shall we?